God's morning, people. So here we are on Friday, um, and got to keep with the thing that we've been looking at all week, the presidential election. Which normally we're used to this thing being over with on the election night, but this one has carried on, and I think it's carried on for good reason. And I would say that regardless of the outcome of the election, I think it's carried on for good reason, because that means that everyone who has voted is now being heard. There are complaints about the mail-in ballots, and I discussed this the other day. But the simple reality of it is, everyone doesn't have the ability or opportunity to stand in line at the polls and vote. Does that mean that they should not be afforded the right to vote? In my opinion, I don't think so. But it appears that the opinions of whichever candidate would be the losing candidate, I say that now because that's the appearance that I'm seeing now, it appears that whichever candidate would be the losing candidate and is not benefiting from the mail-in or absentee ballots, that those votes shouldn't count. Help me understand that. I would tell you that I am relieved and grateful that at least for once in the 24 years that I've served this nation, that I know my vote was actually counted. Think about that. For 24 years, I've been in the military. And every 4 years, I've voted in a presidential election, or in every election that I've voted in, be it state, local, or national. Now I can finally say that my vote was counted. Everyone doesn't have to worry about that. I saw a post on Facebook from a fellow service member of mine, another leader, and he sent off his absentee ballot, and he posted a picture of it on Facebook, and this is another guy who served 20 plus years in the military, and he said something along the lines of, "Here's to hoping that my vote is counted," and then put hashtag military voting or hashtag absentee ballot, something like that, right? So this is something that us service members continue to worry about on a regular basis, while we continue to support and defend everyone else's right to stand in line and vote, or their right to mail in a ballot. So if for some reason you think that these votes should not count, I would say that that's sad. That's terrible. We deserve every right to vote, just like you deserve every right to vote. So while we support your right to vote, support our decision. And sometimes our indecision is not always a decision of ours. Support our ability to vote by mailing in our ballot. And until the process or the system changes, I don't know, maybe we can vote online or something like that, we will continue to have to vote by absentee ballot. It's just the way it is. We didn't make the system, but that's the only way we can do it. That's the only way we can use it. I actually had every intention on making the trip to Georgia for this election just to vote, because I wanted to make sure my vote was counted. And I didn't want to be in the same situation I had always been in, where I send my ballot off and I'm concerned if it's going to get counted. But yet again, I chose to mail my ballot in for safety reasons. And I was still nervous. I was still nervous up until recently, when we realized that Georgia votes were still being counted. and they were counting the mail-in votes. And I noticed that that was a problem back when Stacey Abrams ran for governor of Georgia. I mailed in my vote, and because it was a close race, Stacey Abrams demanded that every vote get counted, which means now, they said, now we got to go pull out the mail-in votes, so now we got to start counting these. So that clicked to me. I was like, wait a minute. So you were already ready to call this race and end this election, but you had not even counted the mail-in votes yet. So my vote is over there in a pile somewhere, only to be counted if somebody asks for it to be counted. That's a problem. That's a problem. So, I know I spoke on this once already, but it was on my mind again today. So, I just ask that for those of us who have to mail in our votes, support us in that right. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Make progress, not excuses.